Come on, wake up.
Where are we?
Apparently we're in Tripoli. Oh great, looks like there's some sort of protest outside.
Okay, what do we do now?
This is the train's last stop, so we should get off here. Let's just try to find an airport as quickly as possible.
Okay, got it.
Alright, listen, we gotta get off this platform before this gets violent. Whoa! Come on, let's go!
Great, all the exits are blocked. What now?
Look, there are some clear streets on the other side of those protesters. We're gonna have to go through the crowd.
Oh God.
Stay close, we can't afford to get separated.
What, are you scared of something? Hey, look what we have over here. Hey, you! Hey, where do you think you're going? Hey, get back here.
I thought I told you to stay close.
I know, I'm sorry, okay? I just got lost. I don't like this. Let's get out of here.
Definitely.
Open fire!
Come on, we need to move!
Hey, over here, you two, get inside.
Thanks.
Get in the corner, try to stay out of the light.
Does this happen a lot?
Not from around here, are you?
No.
So, where are you from?
We don't really know, and if we did, we don't remember.
You don't remember? Haven't heard that one before. What's your name?
Me? Oh yeah, sure, John. It's John.
You got a last name, John?
Sure, sorry, John. John Craig.
You don't get out much, do you?
Well, I mean, why?
Never mind. You gonna introduce your friend here?
Gordon Reeves.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet you. Name's Tom Freeman. I'm an officer of the Maps and Resistance.
Nice to meet you. How many of you are there?
You know, why don't you come and see?
Really? Oh, okay.
The whole Resistance station is connected to different entrances of these tunnels. You can get just about anywhere in the city from here. So, Mr. John, what brings you to Libya?
We're on our way to India. We have some important business to attend to.
I see. We don't get many businessmen around here.
How long have you lived here?
Well, I was born in London, spent most of my life there. I thought it'd be a good idea to move out here about 4 years ago. And that's when this whole thing started.
What do you mean?
The shortage, of course.
The shortage of what?
Everything. Food, gas, water, housing. Now it's come down to a battle between the Tripoli riot control and us rebels. Welcome to Holding Station 9.
Hey, you guys good? Okay.
My God.
There's hundreds of them.
347 last time we counted. Used to be a water treatment plant. That water's long gone now. Now we just use it as an infirmary. There's been a flu going round, and our medical officers can't seem to find a cure with the supplies they have. Of course, that's not really the main problem. It's certainly not helping. Here, let me show you to your sleeping quarters. You guys can take one of these sleeping bags. We don't have many sleeping up here anymore. Most of them are in the infirmary.
Hey Tom, I got those patients into Dave's room like you wanted, but I think he's gonna be pretty busy for a while.
Thanks. That should be fine as long as they don't get infected. Could you make sure they have someone attending to them for now?
I'm on it. See you later.
Hey, just a question. Back there you said the flu wasn't the main problem. If not, then what is?
No matter how hard we try, we can never find more than a few loaves of bread to feed ourselves. I can't even remember the last time I had food that wasn't brown and stale. There's a total food shortage throughout the entire city. But enough talk. Sounds like you guys already had a pretty rough day.
Yeah, you could say that. I think we might rest here for a while.
No problem. Where are you planning on going afterwards?
We need to get to the airport.
And how are you planning on doing that?
Walk?
Not there, it's too far. And there are patrol groups everywhere. If they even think you looked at them, funny they'll shoot you on sight. I would say take a car, but after all the recent riots, it's hard to find a working one within the confines of the wall. I heard holding Station 3 is a truck though. You could make it in a day's walk or so, but then there's the issue of it being outside the wall.
What do you mean?
Come with me. This is the best map we have of the area. There were several nuclear incidents in towns across the mountains, so the government surrounded us with an impenetrable blockade. It protects us from getting too close to the radioactive zones, but it also keeps everyone trapped in one place. That way the TRC can keep an eye on us at all times, and make sure we don't get too far when they're raiding settlements.
Is it even safe to go outside the wall?
For short periods of time it's fine. All the gates on the wall are heavily guarded. There is a train route that leads out of Gate 6 for supply runs from the station just a few clicks west of here. It would probably be your best shot. With all the recent riots, the police are bound to send most of their men to the street entrances, so the gate shouldn't be too hard to get by.
Okay, how do we get there?
You would have to find a train leaving for that gate, and then time your movement to get past the guards and sneak in. Normally it isn't too hard to get out there, but you're not exactly the most experienced smugglers, so it may prove to be a challenge. You'll have to cross the mountains after you leave the gate behind. There's a path that cuts right through them, and takes much less time than it looks like it would. Once you're in the city, you should be able to get to the holding station without any trouble. Then you should be able to find a supply convoy to fit into on the way back. They can get by the gates pretty easily.
I suppose that sounds doable.
Yeah, but if we're gonna go through all this trouble, why not just walk to the airport?
Again, it'll be way more work going on foot to the airport, and you'll have a far higher chance of survival if you take a truck. Trust me. Anyway, if you go, you'll need the address to the station, so make sure to wake me up before you head out, since you won't be able to start until morning.
Thank you for all of this. If there's anything we can do, please.
Well, actually there is something you can do for me. I brought you guys down here for a reason. You see, the TSC has us all tagged. They know our faces and who we are. It's too dangerous now to send people out for recon missions. Whenever we do, they don't come back. You guys just got here and have no affiliation with us. All I ask is that while you go on your way to the holding station, you just keep a lookout and do some surveillance of the TSC's activity. On your way back, just stop by the same place I picked you guys up at and tell us exactly what you saw.
Sure, that should be easy enough.
Thanks. Let's get back to the sleeping quarters.
How did it happen?
What happened?
How did the city get to be like this?
Well, it started longer ago than you might think. Libya had always been in a state of revolution, even before the turn of the century. Eventually the government reached a point of compromise with the citizens, and the problems were fixed, for the most part. The country got itself together and improved its public image. Cities were renovated and the people became more welcoming to others' opinions. There was a huge boom on every financial front there was. People started moving in from other places for the first time. The people living in the cities were not only Middle Easterners, but Americans and Europeans too. The country's population grew in a matter of a few years, and the people were overjoyed to have new life in their cities. That is, until the food ran out. Libya witnessed the worst financial crisis it had ever had. The government couldn't provide enough services for its people, and things began to go downhill. Riots began, as people struggled to find enough supplies for themselves. Many died in a short period of time, trampled, shot, burned, stabbed, and all the while the government stood by and did nothing. When they finally did react, it was hopeless. Every riot they stopped caused two more in its place. The police were overrun by protesters and could no longer control their own forces. Police officers were often bribed into selling arms to the people they were trying to stop, and those who didn't deal weapons were ambushed and killed in broad daylight. The government knew what they were doing was pointless, so they took what money they had and created an army to control their citizens. The TRC seized the city and enforced martial law, but the riots continued. People didn't stop trying to fight, they took whatever they could and held it at the TRC's forces. That was when they created something that would prevent any future police killings and strike fear into the hearts of Tripoli's citizens.
هذه شفتها افتح البوابة.
Bala tanks were created that day. The TRC controlled the people of Tripoli with a renewed force. Sparing no one who had dared to retaliate, the soldiers ruled the streets in their iron beasts. People no longer had the will to fight like they once did, but somehow the protest went on. And as they did, the TRC became less forgiving. Even peaceful protesting was now considered a crime. But people still did it, not out of hate, but out of hunger. Out of need to survive. The rest of the world stands idly by as this happens still, but that will change soon. The reason Libya fell was not because of resources, but a surplus. A surplus of people requiring to be fed and taken care of. It's not just the mere redistribution of the world's people that caused this, it was the fact that they existed. The population is growing more and more every day, but no one is asking what happens when it reaches its limit. We citizens of Libya have seen the answer, and sooner or later it won't just be our problem, it will be everyone's. But that's a story for another time. Get some sleep, you'll need it.
What is it? Is there something wrong?
We have to help these people, John.
We are. We're gonna get to the PAIRD facility and shut it all down.
No, that's not what I mean. These people are dying. We have to do something about this.
There's not much we can do. We alone can't help all these people. This isn't our task. We have to stop the PAIRD attacks before they kill everyone.
We can help them. This place is familiar. I don't know. It feels like we've been here before.
It's probably just deja vu. It will pass.
This isn't right. I don't want to just leave this place and go back to following random notes without making a difference.
We can't do that. We have to leave. But we will help them, Gordon. You have my word. We'll get to PAIRD, shut it down, and save all these people. But you can't stay here. We have to do it together.
Okay. Together.
Did you hear that?
Everybody up! They're storming the entrances!
Which ones?
All of them! They're blocking off our escape! They're massacring our troops! How did they find us? They must have gotten one of our men to talk. We need to move!
Wait! We need to figure out what to do. If the TRC is in the base, we can't afford to go running around the tunnels looking for an exit. Neesons, do you know if there are any exits that haven't been blocked off yet?
I don't think they got east or west, but I'm pretty sure they found north.
Okay, look. For all we know, the entire station could be compromised. We need to be careful. We could be the only ones left. Carson, Shelton, follow Griggs to the west escape exit.
Got it!
Jacobs, Dodson, find someone that knows what's going on, and get to the comm station to send a distress signal to the other stations.
Yes, sir!
And finally, John, Gordon, you're with me and Neeson's. We'll make our way over to escape exit 3.
Okay.
We don't know how bad this situation is. For all we know, we could be all that's left of the resistance. But let's prepare for the worst and pray for the best. Now let's go!
Okay, man, you heard him. Let's move! Go, go, go!
Get back, get back!
عندك. هم راحوا فين؟
Okay, let's go. I think we're close. The service corridor is just behind this panel.
Oh God! Tom, it's you. You nearly gave me a heart attack.
Lisa, thank God you're okay.
What's going on? I was just coming back from dropping off those patients and I heard gunshots.
We have no idea exactly what's going on. All we know is it's bad. They found the sick bay. They aren't taking prisoners.
Oh my god.
Listen, we're headed for the east escape exit.
Okay, let's trade guns. You are never a good shot with an AK. So how do we get to the exit?
I think we just follow this hall around the corner to a T-junction, and then keep going that way for about 20 meters.
Guys,
What was that?
they must have cut the lights. The auxiliary should be coming back any second.
Oh god!
هم راحوا فين؟ شكلهم راحوا حتة ثانية.
Okay, this is it.
Do we have the key?
Yep. It doesn't want to move.
How do we open this thing?
Try ramming it.
Grab the crowbar.
Yeah, good idea. Here you go.
Alright, thanks. Help me pop the hinges. Keep pushing. Put your back into it.
شوفنا العدو.
Tom, look out behind you!
What?
Got it.
Thanks.
Let's move.
That was our last secure base. They just wiped out half the resistance.
Oh my god.
I guess I've got nothing better to do than to get you guys to the airport.
No, you don't have to do that.
You saved my life back there. It's the least I can do. Besides, they'll be looking for the rest of us that made it out. So going to the holding station wouldn't hurt. Come on. There's nothing left here.
Barler incoming!
Get down, get down. Okay, we need to make a run for that doorway.
فتشوا المكان كله.
On my mark. 1, 2, 3.
هم اضرب.
Lisa! I'm coming, don't worry.
Tom, get out of here! Save yourselves!
She's right. We need to move.
Let's go. Come on, up here. What's the situation look like?
Nothing more than you saw. One barreler class, 3 TRC officers. You feeling okay? You sound shaken up.
They got Lisa.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, man. If there's anything I can do.
Look, don't worry about it, okay? You think you can hold your own if we keep going?
Yeah, I think so. Whoever is the gunner on that thing's blind as a bat.
Mind if I borrow this?
Knock yourself out.
Thanks.
Okay, let's go.
بس كويس.
The train station is just over here. We should split up. Just make sure you get on the first train that starts to move east.
اقف عندك. اها لقيتك. فلت مني.
Welcome aboard. We'll be arriving at the gate shortly. back. Don't let them see you. Follow me. You guys good?
Yeah, I think so.
Welcome to the Nafusa Mountains. Here we are, holding station 3. Okay, I'll drive, and someone can sit up in the front with me. There's not enough space for 3 though. Somebody's gonna have to ride in the back.
It's fine, I'll do it.
Thanks.
Okay, make sure you got everything you need.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Don't worry about it. I'm just glad I could help. Be sitting around in a cave with a bunch of sick people anyway.
Just make sure to keep doing what you're doing. And don't get yourself killed.
Likewise. So long, and good luck getting to India.
Thanks. I think we're gonna need it.
Oh, by the way, I don't think there are any direct flights from Mumbai from here. So try to get one to Paris or something and go from there.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem.
Just a few hours ago, we received this audio clip that apparently took place in the NYPD headquarters. This clip may be disturbing for some viewers, so discretion is advised.
If the president issued my expulsion from the case, then he must have been the one to reinstate you.
You're dangerously close to losing not only your job, but your life, Mr. Thompson.
He's going to have you kill John and use that as leverage in the argument to legally reinstate your agency, isn't he?
You are pushing your luck, Sergeant.
You can shoot me if you want, but that's not going to help you. Because whatever happens, there's no way you're getting away with this. You're just as bad as any criminal.
I congratulate you on figuring out our objective. It's a shame you won't be around to see us complete it.
We were told that the man killed was a sergeant at the police department, and the killer was a leading member of the former government department known as the Cyber Protection Agency, or CPA. Our source, which will remain anonymous, also stated that the president is in fact using the CPA to kill the rumored head of the terrorist organization PAIRD, which is being held accountable for the destruction of 3 cities. While this plan sounds like a good one, our source said that she did not believe that the death of the PAIRD head would stop the organization's plans. It is also inferred in the clip that the president may be illegally using the CPA for this mission to gain them credibility and reinstate them. This would let the president use the CPA for extracting personal information on his opponents that could aid him in the next presidential election. Washington authorities are investigating the matter.
Hold it.
As we
Unpack the gear. We're setting back up.
Hey, what's going on here? You were supposed to be out of here 2 hours ago.
We are still operating under direct orders from the president. And that little stunt you pulled made it clear that we'll be brought down regardless. We have nothing to lose.
You can't do that.
What? You think this is a game? Am I not playing by your rules? We're not manipulating chess pieces here. We're dealing with lives. This is a matter of national security.
What are you gonna do? The second someone finds out you're here, you'll be arrested.
If we are arrested, then it will be quiet. No one will know we went down, and they won't know when we pop back up. And when we do, you'll be the first to go. You would be doing more harm to yourself than us. We are a federal agency. We are the law. And Mr. Craig is a criminal. I will do whatever it takes to find him and kill him.
Sir, I think we have a match for Craig's accomplice. Gordon Reeves worked as a tech officer in the Air Force until he finished his deployment. Most of the records lose track of him after that, but now that we know his name, we've found him credited on a few projects that Craig worked on prior to PAIRD.
Now this is what I want to hear. Good. Very good.